Hi, everybody. On spring break, yay! So I'm not sure how many of these videos I'm going to be doing this coming week, but the weather's pretty interesting this morning. So I'm having fun putting together basically a snow report and a travel report for you. It's 9:35 on the Saturday morning. So the big FYI is if you're going to be traveling this weekend up over the Coast Range, especially over the Cascades, realize you could be driving into winter storm conditions. So the storm warning here in the pink color for the Cascades up still through Sunday evening, 11 p.m. The winter storm warning for the Coast Range still up through tomorrow afternoon. This may or may not be downgraded somewhat. The snow levels pretty much stayed at no lower than 1,500 feet last night, and now we're already into daytime heating once you get above 1,000 feet. So those roadways are in good shape. We're going to look at those in just a moment. But there is snow over the higher elevations of the Coast Range to talk about. So, but FYI on that, they really got hammered in the Cascades and Mount Hood area specifically. More on that coming up. This is from the National Weather Service page, and they put this together. So in the Coast Range, they're talking about how much snow could fall. Here's 1,300 feet on the Douglas Summit on Highway 26 east of Seaside. And, it's not showing a lot of snow. It's showing that basically they picked up less than an inch there. Wilson River Highway, again, you're looking at amounts over 2 inches falling. Cascades, though, now we're getting big. And Willamette Pass, now we're getting big. So anyway, one of the updates this morning is that the Coast Range, I really thought there'd be snow this morning over Highway 6 and 26 on the highways, and there wasn't. So temperatures have stayed a little bit warmer when you get below 2,000 feet than I thought they were going to. Okay, let me show you this. This is my Portland Weather Facebook page. That is Mount Hood Meadows this morning, so they got a pretty good group of people up there. Mount Hood Resorts picked up 12 to 15 inches of snow last night. So that band of snow picked up yesterday afternoon into the night over the Cascades, that did meet forecast expectations. Again, 12 to 15 inches is the report from Timberline Meadows and Ski Bowl. So that's great news. And with all of that, this is terrific news. All right, how about this? Let's talk Mount Hood specific site snowpack. So Timberline now has a base of 175 inches, having picked up a good foot of snow last night. More to come today, more to come tomorrow. Now, if you go back to October 1st, actually, I think this is September 1st. Let me correct myself. If you measured every single snowflake that has fallen up at Timberline Lodge this past season, 550 inches is the number you would come to. Now, that includes, again, every snowflake that has fallen. Some of it melts off, then you get another storm, some of it melts off. On the ground right now, if you stuck a ruler through the snow at the lodge, you'd come up with a base of 175 inches. So what does all that equate to? This is huge. The Mount Hood snowpack, as of right now, is back up to 99% of normal to date, which is great because remember, the first week of February, the snowpack had actually fallen all the way down to 76% of normal. So we went on to have a better February, a great March, and here we are April 1st with near normal numbers on the snowpack. If you melted all the snow that's on the ground up there on Mount Hood, you come up with current water stored of over 53 inches. Now, we stopped measuring the snowpack on the first day of May. And on the first day of May, the season average, the 30-year average now, is that when you melt all the snow, you'd have almost 57 inches or 56.60 inches of snow. So we're at 53 right now. So even if it never snowed again, we're going to be close to normal for the season. So that is great news. I did look at some of the forecast extended models. The European specifically shows a cold event coming around April 15, 16 that has heights that would tell me that the snow level would be at least 2,000 feet. So mid-April, 15th, 16th of April, potential storm coming with the snow level at least down to 2,000 feet, and that could be another 6 to 12 inches of snow on the mountain. And then the second big one I found, April 25th, late in the season, again, snow levels potentially down to about 2,000 feet, which would impact all the Cascade passes. Another maybe 8 to 12 inch event. Now, right now, I only show those two big events for April showing up. I mean, we're getting late in the season. That would be guaranteed if it comes true to not only have low snow levels down to about 2,000 feet, but at least a chance to pick up a foot of snow or maybe more. So we're watching that. The overall outlooks for April continue to show, on average, normal to more than likely below normal temperatures. We are going to be getting into some warming next weekend, the upcoming weekend. It looks like we could still have a chance to get up to 70 degrees in Portland for the very first time. So we're tracking all that. All right, let's go to current conditions, shall we? So even down in wine country, there's Willamette Valley Vineyards, there's Domaine Serene Winery. Nobody's got snow on the ground. Again, the snow levels at the lowest this morning have gotten down to about 1,500 feet. Sun River does have snow on the ground, so they're having a great season. Mount Bachelor having a good season as well, but everything else, of course, is just wet. No issues for any of that. All right, here's Mount Hood, site specific. My ski page off my weather site, portlandweather.com. Timberline's at 20 degrees right now. Again, 12 inches new. Meadows, 15 inches new. Ski Bowl's got 12 inches of new snow. Forecast highs today, right around freezing, 29 tomorrow, 23 Monday. They'll see heavy snow at times today and tomorrow. Then the storm starts to let up. Here's Government Camp, that ODOT camera, 27 degrees, a very buried Highway 26. Obviously, you need change traction tires if you're going up over the Cascades. And then down here, I've got some of these other passes for you. Willamette Pass at the bottom of the screen. Check that out. That's Willamette Pass. You can't, what'd I do? All right, I didn't mean to, well, there it is. Yeah, you can't see the road at all, right? So very snowy conditions if you're going up into the Cascades. What about the Coast Range? 45 degrees, light rain in Astoria right now. Again, this is off my weather site, portlandweather.com. All the Coast Range highways show pretty clean pavement. Here's the highest one ODOT has a camera on. Again, that's 1,400 feet on the Sunset Highway. So it is snowing. Again, my forecast today projects that the snow level will be about 1,200 feet this afternoon. So that's coming true. We've got 1,400 feet. We've got snow in the air. We've got snow sticking to the ground. It's 34 degrees, though. So far, the surface temp is holding okay. Now, this is 1,400 feet. By the time you get up to the summit, which is 1,600 feet, there may be accumulating snow on the roadway. So be prepared for that. The same thing for the Wilson River Highway. And I still think overnight tonight, the snow level gets down below 1,000 feet, could come all the way down to 500 feet. So check conditions. All the Coast Range highways potentially would pick up some snow accumulation overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. It would be limited amounts, light amounts, that would probably be all melted off no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but just check conditions. All right, so for Portland, I think we're probably going to stay in the 40s, 48 today, 47 tomorrow. The steady precipitation is over. That was last night. Now we've got just showers coming one after the other through the day, so there will be some dry time. Any sun breaks that open up would quickly fuel a downpour with hail. Remember, when we get cold air aloft, you get the cumulus clouds, the raindrops pop up, they catch an updraft, the raindrops get carried upwards. They get caught into freezing air, and the freezing level is really low. That freezes into a hail chunk, and then they bounce around until the hail chunk is so big that gravity lets it fall to the ground. So absolutely, we're expecting some hail showers today and tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning, Monday morning, depending on where you live, if there are some heavy scattered showers, just about anybody could have at least a snow mix in the air. And maybe we get some snow spots. Anything below 1,000 feet, again, would be light and would quickly melt off during the day. Tuesday, a quieter day, light northwest winds, scattered showers. Wednesday still looks dry, a little bit of rain on Thursday. Friday, partly cloudy, 40, 58. And right now, that's the weekend. That's Saturday, Sunday. That looks like it has a chance to be dry with a south wind and way up into the 60s and maybe hitting 70. All right, that is your update on what, as a forecaster, it has been a fun morning to see how much snow we got. The Mount Hood update is fantastic for snowpack. Excited about that. And again, I'm on spring break, so I'll probably check in a couple of days, and we'll be tracking how warm we may get if the forecast doesn't change for next weekend. Have a great day.